After a long off-season for the first time in 681 days, the Cape Cod Baseball League is back in action. Tonight, the Harwich Mariners open their season on the road against the Orleans Firebirds in front of a big crowd here at Eldridge Park. Good evening, everybody. Colin Casey alongside Tim Foley coming at you live from field level. Tim, it's been a crazy, unpredictable off-season. No 2020 season. First time the Cape League season was not held since World War II. How great does it feel to be back here and seeing some of the best college baseball players in the country in front of a packed house?
Well, I tell you, Colin, this is a part of the country and a part of the state that really hurt from the pandemic. So, a part of the country that's so impacted by seasonal travel, and when you shut everything down for the summer and you have almost 2 years worth of an off year, it does a lot of damage to a community like the Cape. And so I can't tell you how much it means to the fans, to these players, to the communities that help keep this league alive, how much it really means to have this league back in action here tonight.
Let's take a look at the lineup the Mariners will send out to begin their 2021 season. Coastal Carolina's Nick Lucky in right field leading things off for Harwich, followed by Corey Acton returning from 2019. He's at second out of the University of Florida. Brock Wilkin, power bat from Wake Forest. The freshman is at third, batting third. Andrew Jenkins, the cleanup hitter, first baseman out of Georgia Tech. Aaron McKeithen will DH and bat fifth out of Charlotte. Tatum Levins, the catcher, formerly of LaSalle, soon to be Pitt, batting sixth. Cade Beloso, left fielder out of LSU, bats seventh. Former LSU Tiger and current Rice shortstop Hal Hughes bats eighth, returning to the Cape once again. And Ben Malgeri out of Northeastern in center and batting ninth. They will face Jonathan Cannon out of the University of Georgia, who toes the rubber and is set to deliver the first pitch of the season to Nick Lucky from the windup. Cannon, his first pitch is fouled off, and the 2021 Mariners season is underway. First pitch just after 7 o'clock. Couldn't have asked for a better day.
No, a beautiful sunset over the hill along that first base line.
Fastball catches the inside corner on Lucky for strike two. Lucky, drafted back in 2018 by the Red Sox in the 14th round, opted to go to Coastal Carolina, continue a college career. He watches ball one.
Yeah, he had a pretty good year over at Coastal Carolina. Batted .279, 10 doubles, 8 home runs, 4 triples. He's got some pop to him. Let's see what he can do.
Wind up from Cannon. He'll miss outside with the fastball. Jonathan Cannon, again, University of Georgia, the tall righty, towering at 6'6". But he can't quite put Lucky away as he fouls off another one straight back.
Cannon, one of the go-to guys for Georgia this year. He had the lowest amount of walks for the Bulldogs despite pitching the most for the team. He's not going to give you too many easy bases.
20-year-old fires home, and once again, Lucky fouls it straight back into the road. Cannon from Alpharetta, Georgia, going to his hometown school. Didn't give up a run in the 11 innings of the COVID-shortened 2020 season, and he blows a fastball by Nick Lucky to strike him out. And the Mariners with one down here on the top of the first.
Yeah, nice pitch there by Cannon. Threw it a bit outside, then got him right down the middle with a fastball. Good first at-bat for Cannon on the mound.
So here is Corey Acton, member of the 2019 Mariners. Coming back, now a junior at Florida. Watches one over at the knees for a strike.
And you don't get too many of those guys who come back and play another year here on the Cape, especially when you have the gap year like they did in 2020. So exciting to see what Acton's going to be able to do his second time around.
Lefty watches one outside. They actually had a home run at this ballpark in July of 2019, hit one opposite field, just 300 feet down the left field line.
Well, those are the only places you're going to hit home runs, either left field or right field, because it's about 434 to dead center, and I don't think it's going to get out.
Cannon comes home and misses in the dirt. Acton, a former Detroit Tigers draftee back in 2018 out of high school, 39th round. Last year, hit 250 in the spring for Florida. He lines this ball foul off to the left. Acton did not homer in the 81 plate appearances he saw. 10 runs batted in. The pitch. Kind of a half swing from Acton. He went around strike three. Back-to-back strikeouts for Cannon to begin the ball game. Can't ask for much more if you're the Firebirds. 2 down in the top of the first.
Yeah, Acton just looked uncomfortable on that swing. Really nice job by Cannon to change up the speeds on him. And as you said, a bit of a half swing gets him down. 2 strikeouts on 2 batters faced for Cannon.
So in steps Brock Wilkin. Right, he swings at the first pitch and lines it into left field for a base hit. Fielded on a hop by Cox out in left. And the first hit of the season, not surprisingly, belongs to Brock Wilkin for the Mariners.
I mean, I said before the game, of course, it's a single, but I was excited to see what he was going to do, and he's certainly taken advantage of his time here so far. First pitch he sees, first hit for the Mariners in 2021.
So Wilkin aboard at first. Andrew Jenkins, the cleanup hitter out of Georgia Tech, looking to keep the inning going. Cannon now working from the stretch, and the first pitch is swung on and fouled back. An aggressive approach from the heart of the order so far for the Mariners.
Yeah, it worked for Wilkin, and, I think they see that Cannon's getting going early on, 2 strikeouts swinging to open it up, and so Mariners kind of want to unsettle him a bit here.
0-1 misses outside. Good job by Mickness keeping it in front of him. Jenkins ended this past season on a tear. 17 for 42, a 4.05 average. 5 home runs, 11 runs batted in. So talk about momentum coming into the CCBL season. Cannon comes home. Pop up right side. Mickness heading over, so is Moss, but it's going to make its way onto the top of the Orleans dugout foul.
And you talk about momentum. It's going to be so interesting to see how the players adapt to one of the biggest attractions for the Cape League is the wood bats. How do they react to having it come off the bat differently than aluminum? It's not as forgiving. And so, as you said, red hot to end the season. How's it going to open this one?
1-2 count to Jenkins. Wilkin takes a 3-step lead off of first. He's going. Pitch is going to miss outside, and it's a stolen base for Wilkin. No throw. He got an excellent jump, and he's into second safely.
Yeah, I think the catcher behind the plate for Orleans, Mickness, he was just kind of hoping that he could frame the pitch well enough to get out of the inning with 2 strikes, but uncontested steal, good awareness from Wilkin standing on first.
Count even at 2. Wilkin now in scoring position. Jenkins awaits the 2-2. Ground ball left side, tough play, but Locklear has it to throw in time to end the inning. So a pair of strikeouts and Jonathan Cannon able to shake off a 2-out single. It'll be Orleans' chance to strike first in the bottom of the first. No score from Eldridge Park. You're listening to Mariners Baseball on the Mariners Radio Network. Bottom of the first, no score from Orleans. The Mariners send out University of Maine's Nick Sinacola, who this past spring was outstanding, but maybe more significantly, Tim, he's really accustomed to pitching during the summer. In 2020, he was a member of the Futures Collegiate Baseball League with the Brockton Rocks, and he was nothing short of outstanding, named the 2020 Pitcher of the Year. He took that momentum into the spring with Maine up in Orono, 9-3 record with a 2.04 ERA and 139 strikeouts over just 79 and a third innings. What do you expect out of him tonight facing a really good Orleans lineup?
Yeah, well, first off, that is just a dominant stat line. And with Orleans talking about the present, the now, the Cape, it's a different league. The Futures League, to be honest, it does not draw as much of this D1 talent that we see. Cape produces so many future big leaguers. It's really a quite the league to see if you are able to stand up to the heat. And so with Sinacola, America East, not a Power 5, but it's going to be interesting to see how he adapts to a lot of these SEC players, ACC players, players from all around the country.
Still looking to find the strike zone as his first two pitches to Jordan Sprinkle, the shortstop for Orleans, miss outside. Sprinkle from UC Santa Barbara. That one is over. Breaking ball for a strike. Jared McKenzie will follow him in center field, batting second out of Baylor. Jace Young, Texas Tech second baseman, bats third. Tyler Locklear at third out of VCU, bats fourth. Check swing, and that'll be a strike. Chase DeLauder, the right fielder from James Madison, bats fifth. Connor Cox, left fielder out of Long Beach State, bats sixth. Jack Moss out of Arizona State at first, batting seventh. Julio Marcano out of NJIT, batting eighth, the DH. And Justin Mickness, a catcher, bats ninth out of Kent State. 2-2, swing and a miss, strike three. Sinacola reaching back and firing a fastball by Sprinkle for out number one.
Yeah, he got him with the high fastball. Was kind of slowing it down to start it off and then took it upstairs, blew it right by him. That's a nice strikeout for the first K of the season for Sinacola.
Jared McKenzie, the center fielder, up now out of Baylor. The first pitch to the Round Rock, Texas native. Breaking ball, back door. He's located that curveball well so far. Threw a couple to get back in the count on Sprinkle. And now he leads off McKenzie with the breaking ball. Fastball up and away. McKenzie, freshman All-American in that 2020 season that was shortened. He was just the 15th Baylor Bear ever to earn that award. Ironically, though, he grew up a huge Texas Longhorn fan as he swings and misses.
Yeah, and he really did have an impressive season. He was averaging nearly 2 hits a game, 1.75 hits a game. That's top 15 in the nation. That is a really excellent stat line.
The two-strike pitch is sent in the air out towards left. That one carrying out towards Cade Beloso, who calls off Hal Hughes, his former teammate at LSU, and makes the catch for out number two.
Yeah, good communication there. It's always easier for the guy in the outfield to charge in than it is for the guy in the infield to try and back out, especially with the sun being at a weird angle right now. And so good communication there. 2 outs already.
In steps Jace Young, one of the more highly anticipated guys coming into this Cape League season. Big 12 Player of the Year and Freshman of the Year out of Texas Tech. First pitch from Sinacola is over for a strike.
Yeah, and you know what, Orleans, you got to appreciate him while you got him. He's not sticking around too long.
Big swing and a miss, and he comes up empty. I've been really impressed with Sinacola being aggressive with these Orleans hitters so far, Tim.
Yeah, he is really letting it fly here in the first inning, wanting to establish himself, not let Orleans get into any kind of rhythm at the plate.
0-2, and Young way out in front of it, able to just get that one off the end of his bat. Young led the Big 12 in home runs, RBIs, slugging percentage, and OPS. Just an outstanding talent out of TTU, and Fastball airmails the catcher, Tatum Levens, for a ball. Like you said, he won't be around too much longer, heading to Team USA in a week. There's a high pop-up, right side. Levens now backing up behind the plate. He makes the catch in front of the backstop, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Nick Sinacola and the Harwich Mariners. We head to the second. Still no score from Orleans. You're listening to Mariners baseball on opening day on the Mariners Radio Network. Top of the second from Orleans, no score. Colin Casey alongside Tim Foley bringing coverage of Harwich Mariners baseball here on opening day. Curry College is where you go to become anything you want. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers with learning beyond the classroom. Explore undergraduate programs including new majors in sport and recreation management, graphic design, marketing, and computer science. Online at www.curry.edu. Aaron McKeithen, the designated hitter, leading things off for the Mariners. Jonathan Cannon looking to build off of a strong top of the first inning. He'll start McKeithen off with a fastball that misses outside.
Yeah, a bit of an unfamiliar spot for McKeithen. He played in all 61 games this season for Charlotte, the 49ers, and he started 59 of them behind the plate. And so used to being in the field, this time sitting off to the side, but still expected to contribute with the bat this afternoon.
Count now 1-1 to the Arden, North Carolina native. Transferred from State College of Florida. As there's a check swing, I think he fouled it off. So the count will be 1-2. 278 batting average for UNC Charlotte. There's a ground ball up the middle, fielded by Sprinkle. The throw in time to get McKeithen. 1 up, 1 down to start the second.
Yeah, and another swing here from a Harwich batter where they just don't look too comfortable. I mean, McKeithen's legs there kind of bent in a bit. He hacked it towards the shortstop, and so Jonathan Cannon striking out 2 in the first inning and forcing a couple ground outs as well. He's pitching well through the first 4 outs.
Catcher Tatum Levens at the plate. Left-handed hitter. Waiting a long look in from Cannon, who now begins his windup. His first pitch will miss outside. Levens in an interesting situation. He finished up at LaSalle this spring, had a really strong season, but LaSalle's folding their program following the 2021 season, so he's announced his intention to transfer to Pitt, as he's ahead now 2-0 in the count. So he's going to have to kind of start fresh, but Pitt's out in a really good bat. 315, 7 homers, and 50 RBIs for Levens at LaSalle for the Explorers. He fouls one off to the left, past third.
You talk about LaSalle folding their program. It's been such a tumultuous year with programs and athletics and players entering transfer portals, and it's really just been chaotic as players try to salvage their collegiate careers with having lost a year in 2020 and then playing this sort of abbreviated year in a sense where it's a lot of just conference play in 2021, trying to find some way to maintain a good report card in a sense.
2-2 misses up and away. Levin's looking to work the count against Cannon. Payoff pitch. Misses down and in for ball 4, so Levin's able to draw a 1-out walk. And he will set the table for Cade Beloso, the left fielder out of LSU. LSU's had a strong relationship with the Mariners over the years. Last year, Daniel Cabrera, who was an all-star in the Cape League, had an outstanding regular season, and he was rewarded for it. Ended up being drafted by the Detroit Tigers. Now playing minor league baseball in that organization. Levin's the lead off first. Pitch to Beloso. Ground ball right side. It'll be a tough turn. They're just going to make a run over to first base to get Beloso. Moss a little indecisive, but reacted just in time to get to first. Levin's now at second. So once again, Tim, a runner in scoring position with 2 away for the Mariners.
Yeah, and just about that play, Moss thought about handing it over to the pitcher. Cannon said, you know what, I think I can take this myself. Heads over to the bag and makes the tag. And now, as you said, again, another chance here with runners in scoring position. Hal Hughes this time up at the plate.
Hughes hit 300 for the Mariners, just over 300 in 2019, including a huge home run in the playoffs that helped lift them to the Cape Cod Championship Series. Pitch misses up and away. His only home run of the season. He's able to tuck it inside the left field foul pole against YD.
You know, it's whenever you're able to step up, and those big moments are huge. You know, it does not matter what you do throughout the season. If you can contribute in the playoffs, then that is more than worth it.
Breaking ball in the dirt. McNiss able to keep it in front of him. And that 2019 Mariners team sent a team record, tying a team record for the most All-Stars sent to that game. Of course, there won't be an All-Star game this year, but they will still have recognitions. Pitch from Cannon is sent down the right field line, and a sliding catch made. What a play as Chase DeLauder saving a run, making that catch down the right field line, and the side is retired. So, thanks to that exclamation mark, the inning is over. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Still no score from Eldridge Park. You're listening to Mariners Baseball on the Harwich Mariners Radio Network. Bottom of the second, Orleans looking to get something going against the Mariners and Nick Sinacola, who shut them down in order to begin the ball game. Tyler Locklear, Chase DeLauder, who just made an outstanding catch out in right field to end the top of the inning, and Connor Cox make up the middle of this Firebirds order. And for Sinacola, Tim, that had to be a big confidence builder, him facing a lot of really high-end D1 talent for the first time, and he certainly made the most of it in the bottom of the first.
Oh, yeah, including one of the 5 finalists for the Dick Conserve Trophy. You know, to be able to put those guys down in order the way he did, pretty big. It's all about following it up, though, maintaining that consistency. First man up is going to be Locklear.
Tyler Locklear from Abington, Maryland. Rising sophomore at VCU. First pitch Sinacola able to drop the breaking ball in for a strike. Locklear lit it up in the A-10, led the conference in runs scored, RBIs, slugging percentage, and on-base percentage. A check swing, be called for strike 2.
And I always get excited to see that guys who do things like that are rookies. You know, they come in, it's their first year playing Division I baseball. They're freshmen, and they light it up.
0-2 is a fastball that runs outside. And one thing he really likes to do with 2 strikes is crowd the plate and take away the inner half. It's exactly what he's doing here against Sinacola, trying to make him go to the outside. The 1-2, breaking ball low and away.
And it worked. I mean, it forces the catcher Levins to have to reach all the way outside down in the dirt for that one.
16 home runs for the Rams, 3 shy of tying the all-time single-season record. And that's just as a freshman as he swings and foul tips one to stay alive.
And he's a tough out, too. I mean, he's walked this season more times than he's struck out. 46 walks to 40 strikeouts. I think that just lends to how he crowds the plate. He really likes to micromanage these at-bats and make pitchers work to retire him.
That'll do him a lot of favors here in the Cape League. The pitch, check swing, he's able to foul it off to the right, up and out of play. Huge crowd here at Eldridge. Beautiful sight to see. Another 2-strike pitch, swing and a miss. No, he got a piece of it. They say he just got enough of it, and that forced Levins to drop it. Would make a lot of sense, so home plate umpire right on that one.
And Colin, as the sun goes down and I'm able to see a bit more of the hill on our right here, it really is just packed. And
yeah,
these people in Orleans, they are dedicated. They will come out at 8 a.m. They'll put down towels. They'll put down chairs. And they're very territorial about it. Don't you dare move somebody's towel. You'll hear about it.
That pitch misses just up and away. Didn't miss by much for Sinacola. He's looking for his second strikeout, but the count is now full. Fred to Locklear, making him earn it. From the windup, the payoff pitch. Misses low and outside for ball 4. So after falling behind 0-2 in the count, Tyler Locklear able to work a leadoff walk for the Firebirds. He's on first with Chase DeLauder at the plate.
Yeah, that's an excellent at-bat by Locklear. He battled and battled, fouled it off 1 or 2 times, and then was able to force the 4 balls. And really just an excellent job by the freshman from VCU.
So lefty DeLauder swings the first pitch towards short. Hughes will field it. Flip to Acton for 1. On to first in the dirt, and it's not going to be in time. Jenkins, I don't know if he got it cleanly or not, but a good job by DeLauder busting it down the line. So Locklear retired at second, and it will still be a runner at first base now with 1 down in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, of course, you want to turn the double play, and tough to see from here. The umpire obstructing a bit, but you still get the lead runner, and that's good when you had no outs.
Connor Cox from Long Beach State digs in, the right-hander. Playing left field this evening. First pitch in the dirt. Levins has it dribble away from him a little bit, but quickly pounces out of the crouch to keep DeLauder at first. Sinacola working from the stretch. That one misses high. Cox started this spring with a 27-game on-base streak for Long Beach State, so someone give Billy Bean a call. Quick throw over on the runner. DeLauder back in time. Also an outstanding defensive player. Did not make an error in 106 chances in the outfield. Pitch from Sinacola misses down and outside. Cox looking to keep the line moving. He's ahead in the count 3-0. Pitch is in for a strike on the outside corner, taking all the way. No surprise there.
Talking about his on-base streak to start the season and how he's been in the field, that's a complete player right there, batting .366 as well this season. And he's one of these draft-eligible temps that aren't going to be around too long.
Ground ball fielded by Sinacola. Pump fakes, then throws to Hughes for one. On to first in time for a double play. So this time the Mariners are able to turn it. 1-6-3, and the Firebirds are retired to end the second inning. We head to the third. Still no score from Eldridge Park. You're listening to Mariners Baseball on the Mariners YouTube Network. Third inning from Orleans, Massachusetts. Colin Casey, Tim Foley bringing coverage of opening night baseball between the Firebirds and the Harwich Mariners. No score after 2 innings, and I think the real X factor so far in this game, Tim, has been defense. We've seen some great plays from both teams, including that double play turned by the Mariners, started by the pitcher Sinacola, to end the second inning.
And I didn't think he was going to get it off at first. He had to pump fake Hughes as he was still on his way back to the bag, but got it over. Of course, he's a pitcher. He's going to whip that thing over there. And then Howes, he's always stout defensively, so they were able to convert it, and really nicely done to end the inning. Sinacola had to work a bit more that time around, but still able to get out of it clean.
9-hitter Ben Malgeri leading things off for the Mariners. He watches first pitch miss low. Malgeri out of Northeastern University. Cannon gets him to foul one off towards the dugout.
And how about those Huskies this year? Northeastern, they were excellent in the Colonial Athletic Association. I mean, and this guy right here, Malgeri, most outstanding player of the tournament.
1-1 is cracked towards the right side, but fielded by Young. Sure-handed second baseman throws on to Moss for out number 1. Talk a lot about Young's bat, but he is an excellent defender as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you're not one of the top 5 players in college baseball if you are not able to make it happen both at the plate and in the field. So no surprise, Young is really playing well. I mean, it's a small sample size so far, of course, but he just makes it look so natural, so easy.
Back to the top of the order, Nick Lucky looking to fare better than his first at-bat. He struck out swinging as he looks at strike 1. And we'll see what Cannon can do in his second time through the order. Just surrendering the 1 hit to Wilkin his first time through. Misses inside with the fastball.
I was going to say, pretty nice job the first time around from Cannon. The 2 strikeouts on Lucky and Acton.
Lucky's 6 feet, 195. Lefty watches a called strike, 1-2. Real streaky hitter for the Chanticleers at Coastal Carolina. Had a 9-game hit streak to start the year, and later on had another 8-game hitting streak in the middle of the season. He also closed the season on a 6-game hit streak, so that ball comes in and hits him. Breaking ball clipped him on the lower leg, and a painful but successful first trip to first base for Nick Lucky this summer. The Mariners will have a runner on first with one down.
Yeah, if you're going to get hit by a pitch, earn it. You're going to have a bruise, but you get to say, hey, I got on base, I helped my team. You take those.
Corey Acton, who also struck out in his first at-bat, digs in. Cannon will work from the stretch. Moss holding the runner. Lucky at first, who certainly can run. As quickly throwing over to check on him right away. Lucky, 7 steals in 8 attempts for Coastal Carolina in 2021. You know, Coach Steve Engler loves having his guys moving. Wouldn't be surprised to see if he has more than that this summer. First pitch to Acton misses low and outside.
And we talk about the matchup here right now, too. It works for Harwich to have a lefty up because you have the man on first. The first baseman's got to stay pulled over. So there's a huge gap right now between the second and first baseman. And if you have the lefty Acton able to pull that through that side, then you have somebody speedy like Lucky, perhaps able to pass second base, make his way all the way to third.
Second baseman Young playing close to second, looking to turn 2. Acton hits one right towards Young. He charges, fields it, and he'll make the sure out at first. Sliding into second safely is Lucky. Acton retired. And here we go again, Tim. Runner on second, 2 away for the Mariners.
Yeah, where have I heard this one before? No, an excellent play by Young there, or a good decision, I should say, because as he picked up the ball, Lucky was already well by him on his way to second. So throw over to first, make it a 2-out situation, force the player here to put it into play for Harwich.
Brock Wilkin, 1 for 1 with a single, swung at the first pitch he saw and ripped it into left field. Lead off second by Lucky. The pitch is over for strike 1. Didn't even get a chance to talk about how impressive Wilkin was before he ripped his first single. Broke the freshman home run record at Wake Forest this spring with 17.
Again, another one of these freshmen who just have this power for Harwich.
Certainly a guy on a lot of scouts' radars. And another connection, really, as Cannon bluffs a pickoff move to second. Another connection that the Mariners have is with the Demon Deacons of Wake Forest. They had a ton of guys last year. Chris Lanzilli, Bobby Seymour, Mike Ludwig. All those guys starters for that Demon Deacons team this year. Breaking ball in the dirt. No advance.
And word gets around. Like, these players talk to one another about the Cape. I mean, this is a well-known league. This is talked about in many circles among players and coaches, and so you can be certain that Wilkins talked to each of those guys, Lanzilli, Seymour, Ludwig, about coming here, playing for the Mariners, perhaps even in particular.
Cannon from the stretch. The pitch. Misses low, a snap throw down to second, and it goes into center field. Lucky will head to third. He will stop there. An aggressive throw by the catcher, Mickness, but he threw it well to the left of Young, who was covering the bag, and ball got past him. Could be a costly mistake with the runner now 90 feet away from home with 2 down.
Yeah, that was just a rushed throw from the catcher, Mickness, behind the plate. And on a pickoff attempt, too, it's I feel like it's one thing if he's trying to steal a base, but Lucky, with the speed he has, he's going to be able to get back.
Pitch from Cannon, fouled straight back by Wilkin. One ball, 2 strikes. Mariners looking to strike first. This will be the 27th pitch for Cannon, who's been pretty efficient thus far. Breaking ball comes in and gets Wilkin on the hand as he shakes his left hand in frustration.